What's up, y'all? So, this video is probably going to be it's going to be one of two, but it's going to pretty much have three different messages. And the only reason I'm doing that is to offset the fact that it is the 8th, and 2 and 8 aren't the best numbers to do anything on, even though creation was done by the 8th day, so I digress. So, a first message I want to talk about is like everything is one thing. Literally, it comes down to one thing, but we have been trained to separate things completely and utterly. And the reason I'm highlighting that aspect is because um, someone said that we shouldn't be talking about stones and talking more about God, or talking about the metaphysics in general and talking more about God, but they're the same. I mean, for the stones and the crystals, one only has to look back to the early priests, especially the early priests of Judaism. They wore nothing but stone chest plates, stone and crystal chest plates. Why? Because they knew that the Almighty bestows energy and power into stones. They are a part of Him just as much as we are. But because of how we are trained, we would never understand that, or we would never get that, because we have to separate literally everything when everything comes down to one thing. And so the second message I will talk about is a couple weeks ago, I had back-to-back dreams, and a lot of them were biblically inclined dreams. One of those dreams happened to be about Lot. And what I will say about Lot, and because to be honest with you, 3 weeks ago, I wasn't even thinking about Lot. Lot wasn't anywhere in my head. So the fact that I had a dream about him is crazy to me, because it's like I was not, nor did I read about, nor did I see any videos on anything about Lot. I probably heard about Lot like years and years ago, but recently there was no reason for him to pop into my head. And so I started watching videos and listening to pastors and monsignors. I like to call them monsignors. There's a reason for that, but I will continue. So I was listening to these people speak about Lot, and there was one overwhelming thing that stuck out to me that almost all of them, actually all of them, all of them would say, and it would bother me because I mean, if you really get the higher consciousness, the higher self, you will understand that God is here, because God created us in His image. Everything is one thing. Everything is literally one thing. And whether or not you want to be an atheist, whether or not you want to believe in something, everything is one thing. And if you are a narcissist, maybe you should just look, everything is you. Literally. You already think that way, and the way the world works, it works like that for you, so. But back on topic, the one thing that they would say that would really bother me, and I know it would bother the Almighty, because the Almighty is very, very jealous. It's a consciousness. It's an entity. So you have to understand that. And with that knowledge out there, they would state, literally, and I'm almost paraphrasing, Lot had to be a horrible father to offer up his daughter to this group of horny men. He is God to be the worst father. He won't win any Father of the Year awards. And I was like, so what you're telling me is that you would let a group of horny men come down, and instead of protecting the Almighty, you would let them rape the Almighty so that Lot would be a good father. I mean, honestly, sometimes people don't really think about things when they say it, and really the Bible is allegorical. There's a lot of older stories that were revamped for a younger generation. And we see how well that worked out now, don't we? But I had to say that. I had to highlight the fact that if this civilization was judged, do you think you would pass? And be honest with yourself. And the last thing I will leave you with is this. What do you live for? Like, I ask everyone this, and I don't BS yourself. Don't say it's your kids when you know it's full well it's not your kids. If it's money, it's money. But you have to really look deep inside, because it's not a question that is very easily answered unless you are just a full-scale narcissist and like, what do you live for? Me? I live for me. But no, what do you live for? Once you figure that out, hopefully it sets you free. But honestly, it's time to wake up. This mass psychosis, it's all an illusion to keep you from understanding the real truth. And you really don't even have to take my word for it. You don't. You really don't. I mean, just watching it deteriorate before my eyes, it's interesting because it's almost like a movie. It's like you're watching a real life movie, which, I mean, if you understand the system, it's, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah. Are you happy with your world? I mean, you live in it, so you must be. But we've been judged. We all have. Folks, wake up. Do better. Be stronger. Be healthier. Get sun. Meditate, pray, whatever you do, don't do it for them any longer. Do it for you. So with that message out there, for the light workers, keep doing your thing. For the chosen, stay on mission. And for those who know, let's get it.